hilarious. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I got a mic. I got a computer. I got a camera. I'm recording. We are doing this. My name is Tara LaShawn Clinkscales, artist divine herself. This is going to be my first official YouTube video. I have made video after video wondering, is this one going to be my first one? Is this one going to be my first one? The one I wanted to be my first one was a video called My Testimony, where I I go into pretty deep detail of my life, what I've been through, and etc. I decided to not upload that because there's still some things I'm going through that I would like to heal from and grow from before I post it and it's out there for the world to see and judge. I have just loved watching YouTube videos and skits and people's testimonies and people's lives, and I've just learned so much. And I think YouTube is just such a good medium for someone to just use their artistic ability fly free, you know? So I'm so hyped to be finally creating a YouTube channel and committing to it. And the little girl version of me low-key tried to do it when I was in middle school. And I would do little challenges here and there. The cinnamon challenge being one, best friend ask questions to other best friend challenge. It was just for fun. So the fact that I'm committing to this, I'm really excited. Thank you for clicking on the video. Mostly family and friends is probably going to watch this video. So hi family, hi friends. Today is going to be very fun, and I think a good way to kind of segue into who I am, what I do, and what I'm going to be posting on this channel. So before we get into today's video, I wanted to just talk to you guys what this channel is going to be about. This channel, I want to be an extension of me. Whatever, I like so many different things. I have so many different passions. I love talking about health and fitness and, like I said, artistry and performing and singing and acting and coaching. And there's so many different things that I'm involved with. And I've been trying to find an avenue to talk about all these things and to marry them together. And, YouTube's a great way to do that. So this channel, I want it to be as authentic as I am. It's for my own enjoyment, and hopefully along the way, you can relate to some of my stories, you can learn something, and you can just simply have a good time. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 things that I have learned while being an artist. And I have been an artist all my life. Even since I was a kid, I've always done something imaginative, something creative. So I like to think my artistic life spans longer than just the 2.5 years I've done it professionally out of college. So I'm not telling you what you should do. This is just simply things that I have learned and I would love to share with you all. Being in the arts is one of the most rewarding things, I think, ever. I think it's a fun way to perceive life. I think you can learn so much more. I think it naturally makes you vulnerable and empathetic to other people's experiences and the best ways to gain knowledge about all things of the world. So this is not me telling you you're wrong in your way of doing things. This is not me saying you should do it my way, you should take my advice. None of that. None of that. We're not doing that. Not on this channel. This is just me sharing my advice I wrote to myself at one point because, girl, I've been through it. I'm just saying what I've been through and the things that I have learned because maybe it might help you. So, grab your popcorn, grab your little pencil pad, get in your bed. I don't know, whatever you do it, because we're about to get into it. All right, let's go. So my number one thing that I have learned being an artist is stop apologizing. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Don't apologize, one, for knowing the things that you know. If you are extremely knowledgeable in a topic, don't apologize for that. And two, and also on the sword, it's double-edged. There's two sides. Don't apologize for needing clarification. Don't apologize for needing clarification. If you're on set, if you are rehearsing and there's something that you don't know, ask and don't apologize for it. I'm sorry. I don't do that. And especially my women. Especially my women. My black women, okay? Like, I feel like sometimes, well, I'll say for me, I feel like sometimes I have to pretend I know more than I do to be taken seriously, but that adds an obscene amount of pressure on myself that I'm doing to myself. So accept where you're at. Don't apologize for where you're at. And if you do apologize, honestly, I know it might be weird. In that moment, catch yourself and literally say out loud, you know what, I'm not sorry. And then keep on going with the sentence. Stop yourself. Stop yourself. It will baffle somebody. I promise someone will literally be like, ooh, oh, she bad. Stop yourself in that sentence, okay? And say, actually, I'm not sorry. But anyway, as I was saying, number 2, find the joy in the process. This relates to life. This relates to being an artist. Okay? If you are on the destination from point A to point B in life, in general, enjoy the process. I have experienced firsthand the beating down of my own soul, my own knowledge, my own talent, because I got frustrated, because I got confused, because I got nervous, whatever it might be. Because when you get to point B and it's time to perform in front of those casting directors, it's time to have the job interview, it's time to whatever. If there was no joy involved, I feel, for me, I've had a hard time trying to create a light space in the room when I have just been through hell and back, because I was beating myself up through the process instead of loving myself through the process. One thing that I had to nip in the bud when I first started receiving auditions was I had to let go of my own expectations. I had an expectation of perfection, and that ripped any joy away I had. And I was putting up my self-taping equipment, and I would get in front of the camera, and my performance would just be flat. And I'm like, I'm not having fun. This is not funny. I'm not about to submit this because this is just two-dimensional. And it's because I was rigid in my way of thinking. There was no joy. There was no color in the process. If there's no joy, no color in the process, when you get to the product, it is about to be rigid and two-dimensional. Number 3, don't try to keep up with other people artistically, financially, physically, or intellectually. Hold on. And I would not know these things unless I was trying to keep up with someone financially, okay? And went broke. I would not know these things unless I was trying to keep up with someone intellectually and I looked dumb. I would not know these things if I did not try to keep up with someone artistically and I failed because I can't do what she does and she can't sing what I can sing. You know what I mean? Anyway, I would not know these things unless I looked like an absolute fool, okay? And listen, looking like a fool is not bad. Baby, falling on your face is the best way to learn. Just go, first bullet point, let's just do financially. Don't try to keep up with other people financially. This is something that someone told me in a workshop setting my senior year of college. We were in the process of finding our agents and our managers and going to the business. And I'm so glad he said this because I did not think about it. He told us, he said, now y'all, especially in this business, in the artistic realm business, the entertainment business, the acting business, the singing business, whatever, okay? Lots of people are going to be financially more well off than you are. Do not try to keep up with people that are able and willing to spend money to get what they want, to spend money to flex, to spend money to receive something instead of working for it. Okay? There's going to be a lot of people with different life experiences than you. Okay? So you have to take your life experiences, what you're able to do, and stick with that. If someone is more financially well off than you, do not feel the need that you have to keep up with them. Now, I'm not saying don't be friends with them. I'm not saying don't love them. Please love thy neighbor. All I'm getting you to realize is don't try to keep up with someone. Be in your own race. I am telling you, I have been in it. My bank account has been in the negatives. Because I was trying to be someone I could not be. I was looking at someone else's race and I was comparing their race to my race financially. Baby girl, baby boy, king, queen, person behind the camera, be where you are financially, okay? And own that. Own it. Don't try to be someone you're not. Don't try to pay your way into something. Don't try to buy something thinking that it's going to help you. Just own where you're at and save your money, especially in this business, especially if you live in certain bigger cities. If you live in New York, if you live in LA, if you live in Detroit, Atlanta, Miami, big cities that have more of a bustling, busy career in the entertainment business, please be okay where you're at financially. Don't run someone else's race. Don't think spending money is going to get you what you want. Don't think that. Your bank account will be in the negatives. I'm letting you know now. Anyway, now moving on. Don't try to keep up with someone intellectually. Once again, it goes back to run your own race. If you know something, good for you. If someone knows more than you, listen. Don't think, oh, they're going to think I'm better if I try and pretend that I know more than what I do. Run your own race. Listen to people that know more than you, that you trust. Don't walk into a room thinking you got to show up and show out with all this knowledge. Physically. If someone can do a triple pirouette and you know you can't, please don't try to do a triple pirouette in the casting room and then you break your ankle. Again, run your own race. Don't try to keep up with people artistically. There's things Beyonce can do that Jennifer Hudson can't do. There's things Jennifer Hudson can do that Beyonce can't do. Don't try to, I don't know, outdo the doer. Like, don't try to compete. Your only competition is yourself. Again, stay in your lane. Y'all get it. Protect your money. Number 4, what makes a great performer is not the level you perform at, but the amount of experience you have performing. Let me explain. Some of the best actors I know, you would not know their names, but they have like Pokemon balls, collected character after character after character, done project after project after project. So what I'm trying to say is, in your career, you'll be offered things not for a lot of money. And yeah, we should get paid what we're worth. But also, if you have the opportunity to perform, do it. I am a strict believer in Tony Awards. is not for the show that you are winning for, but for every show you've done previously. What makes the greats is these people have been through the back roads of this country, okay, in Texas, and Kansas, and Arkansas, performing for the smallest theaters, but it was worth it because they're back here playing Hamlet, playing Lady Macbeth, playing huge, amazing roles in fantastic plays that you would never have the chance to do at high level theaters because it becomes more competitive. So if you have a chance to perform, do it. And I'm going to say this, and this might break your heart because you're like, oh, I'm just waiting for that yes. I'm waiting for that yes for a casting director. I'm going to tell you this, tough love. You have no reason not to perform. Are you waiting for a yes from a casting director? Yes. But in this world, you have to give yourself permission and say, you know what? Even if I got a no 5 times this month, I'm going to reach out to this bar and see if I can sing at this bar. I'm going to reach out to the local university and see if there's an MFA playwright that's writing something and they need, an actress to read the scene they did last week. There's no reason for you not to perform. Get yourself that acting experience. Broadway is an incredible dream. And I hope you are on it. I hope at one point when the time is right, I'm on it. But do not put it on a pedestal. Do not put it on a pedestal because when you get there, I promise you will eat down on Broadway if you have 10 back row theater companies in your pocket. I know for me personally, I would much rather say yes to 5 different back row theaters in 2025 than one yes to Broadway. That's because I get 5 chances to learn, to grow, to do characters that I probably have never would have thought I would play, but now I get to do it. And and I get to keep that for the rest of my life. Baby girl, you better get a 9 to 5 while you're in Kansas. Do you hear me? You better get you a dog walking app while you're in Kansas playing Macbeth. Are you kidding? Girl, you better take that for $450. You better take that stipend and you better do you some Shakespeare, okay? Because that Shakespeare might help you win a Tony. Number 5. This is self-explanatory. My loves, be confident, not cocky. Don't be hard to work with. Be confident in your ability. Be confident. It goes back to a lot of things we talked about already. Be confident where you are. Be confident in your artistic ability. Be confident in your knowledge. Be confident in who you are and what you can offer. Period. Number 6. This is something that I have had so much fun learning. And this is something that I genuinely think is the difference between me booking a job and me not booking a job. Number 6, your quirks are your superpower. Now, I know that's like, isn't that just you being confident? Yes, but also your quirks is what makes you unique. There's going to be phrases and sayings that you say that no one else says. There's going to be a way you flip your hair that no one else flips their hair. There's going to be a way you dress that no one else dresses. You better show up as you in that casting call. You better do the darn thing that you can do that no one else can do. And that to me is the difference between booking a role and not booking a role. To me, that's the thing that can't be taught. You've done the work. You've memorized, you've created the character. Now they want to see you shine. They want to see you sparkle in a way that they don't have to direct. And that means that you have to be you. You have to bring your own quirks. You have to bring your own opinions. You have to bring your own thoughts. Start to realize the things that you say to your, to your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, and realize how you talk and bring that into the casting office. I know sometimes I used to code switch. I have a way about me that I didn't used to bring into casting directors. Don't code switch when you get in that casting office, okay? Because I promise you, it just happens naturally. If you do that, you're pretending to be someone else. So now you're 2 of a kind instead of 1 of a kind. Your quirks are your superpower. Go be a superhero. Go be yourself. Go be yourself. Number 7, trust your impulses. These are all very similar, but to me, the difference between your quirks is kind of like how you talk to people, how you walk, how you flip your hair, like I said, how you put lip gloss on. Everyone has their different ways of doing that. Now, your impulses, the things you want to say, the things you want to do, like we all have those like just random things that pop in our head that kind of, as we go about our day. Trust those things. If you got like an inkling to do a riff, do it. If you got an inkling to kind of improv during an audition, do it. Try it out. Now, if you're trying to improv a full monologue, don't do that. But trust yourself. Trust your ability. It is going to carry you. Don't allow that little actor brain to critique all your little nuances away. Don't judge yourself as you're acting, and that is one of the hardest things that I still struggle with. Trust your impulses. Trust your artistic ability. Trust it. Number 8, have good work ethic. Don't be a lazy performer. Have good work ethic. Do not be lazy. I don't know. I want to ask someone that's not in the like entertainment artistic industry if they think artists are lazy, because we can be. Because we can. It gets to a point where we've done, so much work. Memorizing becomes easy. Kind of relating to a character becomes easy. I was watching Actors on Actors at one point, and forgive me for not saying his name correctly, but Mr. Culkin. I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, but he said he could walk onto set, memorize the day of, and go on set. Now, if you can do that, I'm not calling you lazy. More power to you. But if you are not Mr. Culkin and you can't memorize the day of set, and you need time, but you choose not to do it and put in the work and put in the time to memorize, and you show up and you rely on your charm or your sexiness or whatever else to get you through, or money to get you through, let me just be so for real. Don't be lazy. Put in the work. Put in the work. It'll only make you better. It'll only make you better. I also saw this one thing that said it takes 1,000 hours to master one, let's just say one technique. That's a lot of hours. That is a lot of hours. And a lot of those hours are going to go unpaid, unnoticed. I get it. But don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. It is one of my pet peeves. Please do not think this is me like getting on you guys. I'm telling you the things that I've learned and how to do good in this business. And not to just do good in this business, but how to be great yourself. How to feel fulfilled. How to become a passionate, smart, fulfilled actor. And one of those ways is to have an amazing work ethic. People, again, it is admirable. Have great work ethic. Work your butt off, just like any other job. So number 9, it kind of goes into follow your impulses, and your quirks are your superpower, all that. But this is, I guess, different. We're going to treat it differently, okay? Because it's written down, so we're going to say it. Move how you feel. Say what you want to say, okay? Take me, for example. For a long, long time, and I'm finally doing it now. But internally, I felt like a strong, beautiful, confident, bold, sexy woman, but I did not move that way through life. Like, I thought it, and I kind of like treated it almost like this like imaginary thing I could never reach, but all in my head. I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm sexy, I'm powerful, I'm bold, like I'm moving through life, I'm being fearless. And literally what you saw was this. You literally saw this. And it's so hard to take the way we see ourselves internally and how you want to just kind of like just be out there. It is hard because then the spotlight's on you. People might even be like, you've changed and da 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 da. Don't mind all that. If you want to be a certain way, if you want to move through life a certain way, start moving through life that way. Move how you feel. Move how you want to feel. Okay? Say what you want to say. Say exactly what you want to say. Don't beat around the bush. Be open. Be honest. And that right there has taken me miles away from what I used to be. Miles away. Like, I would journal about me being bold and sexy and confident and all these things. And I would get out into the world and I'll be like, what? Yeah. Don't look at me. Like, no. I would be like, I'm good. You know what? I'm chilling. But, you know, I'm like, I want this for myself. I want to be fearless. Not for anybody. Not to be looked at a certain way. But, like, I want to feel bold and encouraged by who I am and how I move and how I talk and how I walk and how I dance. So you gotta move how you, let's say you gotta move how you want to feel. You gotta say what you want to say. Okay? I'm gonna let it be that. Take whatever you wish. I feel like 3 of these were the same. Take whatever you wish because I kind of went into the 10th one. So let's just do the 10th one. Number 10 is be bold, be fearless. Living as an artist, having an artistic life since I was a kid, living as a performer, having around 2.5 years of a professional career has taught me to be bold and to be fearless. And if there's one thing that I want to like leave my mark and say till my last breath to people to do for themselves, because I have not done it for so long, is to be bold and be fearless. You can even be afraid, but despite that, be fearless. You can be anxious, but despite that, be bold. You can be worried, but despite that, go for it. Just despite anything, how you feel internally, despite it, regardless, like, I don't care. Like, push past it, because when you push past that barrier, when you start to just stretch yourself past yourself, you will blossom and it is going to be so beautiful. Yes, if there's one thing that like this channel will do for me, will do for you, mostly for me, is to teach me to continue to be bold and to continue to be fearless and continue to take the leap of faith. To not listen to anybody's opinions. Yeah. I'll speak that till my last breath. That's the mark I wish to leave on this world. I wish to be an example of it. So, yeah. So that is the 10 things that I have learned being an artist. I hope you got something from it. I hope you enjoyed it. This is quite long. I'm going to need to edit this down. But the last thing I want to do is I was like planning this out last night and like writing down the 10 things, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me look back at some of my old journals and see what I wrote, because I have advice and kind of lessons I've learned more recently, but I've been writing and learning and growing for a while, and I've been documenting it, especially since college. And I came across this passage that I was like, I feel like I need to share this, because all of this advice I had to give to myself so I can get to this point that I'm at and be happy with who I am and where I am and everything else I talked about. But I had to jump over so many incredibly hard hurdles. And I just wanted to share that with you. In the spirit of authenticity, in the spirit of this channel, in the spirit of who I am as a person, we about to get into it. So this is my journal from freshman year of college. She's lessons and stories. So maybe we'll do more videos of this. Let me know what you want. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and give this a read. If you made it this far, thank you. Yeah. So this is a reflection paper that I wrote for an acting class that I was being graded for. And this is my freshman year of college. This is my reflection paper on my very first semester of college. Very first. And I'm about to leave to go to winter break. So this is what I wrote about my first semester of college ever. During the summer, I was very excited to come to school, but nervous. I knew I would be pushed harder and pushed past what I was comfortable with. Just thinking about me opening up, being vulnerable and honest gave me anxiety. I didn't want to fail and have people think I wasn't good enough. But now I'm on the other side. It's hard to believe I really faced every fear and insecurity I was worried about. I knew there was so much I wanted to grow and improve on. But where I think I improved the most on is 1, my technique with acting, 2, not giving a and being able to try something and fail, 3, being more confident in myself. I really grew when it came to acting because I used to be the performer where everything was performed, not felt. This is really like giving you acting class. Like this is giving you true like grading yourself on the semester. I honestly think this is funny but also touching. So hopefully you guys like it. Honestly, this is great for me to read back. I never listened to my partner. I only listened for my line. I didn't know it then, but I was a selfish and closed off actor. I was selfish because I always wanted moments where I wanted the audience to laugh at me or cry for me. I thought if I did that, I was being an effective actor. But really what I was doing was worrying for myself and not for the scene or for my partner. I also used to be very closed off because I never put how I was feeling in my body. My body felt like it was wandering and my words felt stuck in my throat. From then to now, my body feels more open and connected to my words and emotions. I also now care for my scene partner. I don't look for answers within myself. I always look to them for answers. Another technique I learned is to really not care. Go into the scene and/or situation without pre-planning. It's okay to say and not know where to go next. This has given me permission as an actor to take whatever is there and not fabricate something. The last big step for me is having confidence in myself. I used to second guess myself and beat myself up over every little thing. What has helped me with this was getting up in class, even when I didn't feel 100%. But this taught me that I have all the confidence in the world, and the only person that can hold me back is me. All of my growth came from tears and anger and frustration. I basically cried after every vocal lesson. Okay. Sheesh. We listen and we don't judge, okay? To get over these hurdles, I really had to force myself up. Sometimes I had to legit talk to myself out loud and say, yes, I can do this. And I would look like a crazy person. Or I get to the point where I said, whether I do good or fall on my ass, at least I tried. And just the act of doing that pushed me. Sooner or later, I got what I was working on. I have got to keep telling myself there is no room for fear or doubt. I know it will be there sometimes, but I can't judge it. I just got to use it. This semester has also just made me fall more in love with theater. I want to keep doing that. I want to learn why I'm so drawn to theater. Little things like this will relieve the stress that is put on my shoulders as the week goes on. So that's my reflection. And at the end, I wrote a letter to myself. Letter to Tara. You got this. I believe in you. Go for exactly what you want every day, and don't let someone else or yourself stop you. Don't lose the thing you learned this semester. I left space so you can add more lessons later. Yeah. That was a journey. That was a journey.
It's the journey.
Oh gosh, that was fun to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you feel encouraged. I hope you come back. Hope there's like ideas now prickling in the back of your brain for you for 2025. Yeah, I hope you guys are inspired. And yeah, if you want to see more from me, like the video, subscribe if you choose, if you want to. Yeah, not every video is gonna be like this, me talking to the camera and being a little inspiring and maybe even a little heavy. I don't know. Not every video is gonna be like this. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my first YouTube video. I'm excited to come back with another one, and I hope you guys have a great start to 2025. Shout out to all my actors and my friends out there. Let's kill this audition season coming up. I am wishing and praying the best things for you this year, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.